Greetings, my fellow humanoid dwellers. In this episode, we're going to add a Facebook and Twitter link to the Cheap Controls website. We're going to start by adding the HTML and then move on to the CSS. We're going to add a div, and we're going to name the div social media. Give it an ID of social media. I use Emmet to help quickly add the HTML. If you're not familiar with that, you can look that up. There's tutorials all over the place on that. So in the div, I'm going to place two links. One is going to have an href to Facebook. The other one will have an href to Twitter. And then I put a / cheap controls on both to direct you to my portion of Facebook and Twitter. The target blank will make it so that it opens a new tab. Just copy and paste and change Facebook to Twitter. And now we're going to move on to the CSS portion. We're going to have to add style to the social media div itself and to the links, and then we'll add something to each individual link as far as a background. I've already downloaded the images. I got some free ones online for both Facebook and Twitter. We're going to position the social media as absolute. That way I don't believe it's affected by flex when I do that, so the header image will stay centered, and this will just float off to the upper right hand corner of the screen. I'm going to put the two icons on top of each other instead of next to each other. I might change my mind on that, but for now that's the way I'm going with it. Each individual link I'm going to make 50 by 50. And I just chose that at random. And the images themselves are larger than 50 by 50, so I used the background size cover, which will shrink it to fit, or it would expand it to fit. Put a little margin so that way they're separated by a little bit. And then I'm going to radius the borders because the images that I have are square. Now for each individual link, I'm going to use an nth child to select so I can have a different background image with each link. I'm just going to copy and paste, and then just change the URL. Oh, and make them child 2 instead. Now we're going to go ahead and see how it looks. Let's refresh. There they are. Now they should hold. I think they're going to cover the cheap control. Oh, I've got a problem. The background is cascading style sheets. The styles fall through, so since I didn't specify the background image as transparent, it picked it up from the way it was before. Make a quick change and then we'll check it again and it should be fixed. I believe it is supposed to be background color, not background image. I go back and change that. Now it should work. Like I said, it kind of covers the logo. I'll come back and fix that later. I can put a little margin or something in the Cheap Controls logo to keep it separated, or maybe put them next to each other. There, now the links work. I clicked on the Twitter link and it takes you to the Cheap Controls Twitter page. And now if you click on the Facebook link, it should take you to the Facebook Cheap Controls link. I haven't really done much in either Facebook or Twitter, but it still is interesting. It populates it with little things like changing the logo and things like that. Well, that's about it. Thanks for watching.